Hi there, and welcome back to Tom's English Tube.
Welcome to your guide for the Oxford Test of English. Over the next 4 weeks, we will follow a structured plan to help you research B2 level. This roadmap breaks your prep into weekly goals, making it more manageable and effective. We will use official Oxford resources, sample tests, and key vocabulary lists, free tools like the BBC Learning English and TED Talks to help you guys keep this learning dynamic. We will create practical strategies for listening, reading, speaking, and writing, and each week will build on the last, so you will steadily improve and track your progress. So, week 1, we'll get familiar with the test, your strengths, and weeks 2 and 3, we will sharpen receptive and productive skills, and then on week 4, we will consolidate, take mock tests, and fine-tune your approach. Let's start with week 1. So we will begin by laying the groundwork for your success. We'll start by taking a full OTE B2 sample test. This initial assessment will provide valuable insights to your current English proficiency level, and you can find practice tests here on this Oxford official website, where you can become familiar with the test format and the timing. Use this first test as your baseline. It is crucial to understand where you stand before diving into focused study. Now, you can take a look at my previous videos where I run through several of these tests, but I'd rather you do it without knowing or without having any notions of it, so the testing will be more efficient. Carefully note which skills need the most work, which is it writing, is it reading, listening, or speaking. Identify your weaker areas. Review your results thoroughly and jot down any tricky question types that you encountered in each section of the test. Understanding these patterns will help you strategize. Weeks 2 and 3, we will begin a daily vocabulary routine. We will utilize the Oxford 3000 and 5000 word list, making sure that the filter specifically works for B2 level words, and we'll aim to learn at least 20 words. If you can't do 20, between 10 and 20 words a day. Consistency is key to building a strong vocabulary base, and it will help you to actively use these words. We do nothing if we just memorize them and not put them into work. So we'll write them in sentences to understand their context and review them regularly with flashcards, whatever you wish, for better retention. Focus on your vocabulary learning on common B2 topics like education, technology, work, the environment, health. These are frequently encountered in the OTE B2 test, and dedicate at least 15 minutes on a daily basis. Try to engage with BBC Learning English, the 6-minute talks, or any TED Talk that will make sure to use English subtitles and aim for comprehension. And this will reinforce your language and your learning. Do not worry about understanding every single word. The goal is to simply get used to the natural rhythm and flow of the spoken English. It is important to stay really organized. Keep all your study materials neatly arranged in physical notebook or dedicated digital folder. This will help you be organized. Make sure that you include your vocabulary, your lists, anything that summarizes everything that you've gone through in one easily accessible place. This will definitely help you take some note on and to reflect on your progress. Ask yourself, what did you learn every week and every day? What are your top 3 areas where you still need to improve? Write these down and make sure to take these reflections in so you can focus on them and plan out your studies for the upcoming weeks. You will now have more or less a set for more intensive and targeted skill building in the next weeks to come. So these are crucial for success. Practice skimming articles quickly to identify the main ideas. Get some sense of the overall topic. Scan for specific words and details. Look for their meanings, synonyms. What is the key information within the text for any current event? Use diverse topics. Again, go to the BBC network and look at the news, or explore thought-provoking content on these TED Talks. They also have some kind of blogs that you can follow. Most of the speakers also are public figures, and they tend to publish stuff. So the more time you dedicate to improve your speed, this will become efficient when you have a minute or two in your exam. Now continue with the BBC Learning English to get immersed in engaging presentations or video clips. Try not to use transcripts by the end of the third week. This will definitely be on your side. And if you need to actively take notes on any information, this will be crucial again for your own progress. All right, so let's try to move on and explore productive skills for the next section. Week 3 is strategically designed to focus on 2 crucial skills, speaking and writing. These are the pillars of effective communication. Practice your speaking daily. Make it a non-negotiable part of your routine. Summarize a TED Talk or a BBC article. This will help you articulate complex ideas. Consciously record yourself for a minute or 2. This allows you to objectively assess your delivery. Focus on your fluency, not the perfection of your accent. Aim for a natural flow of speech for writing and speaking. These come from structure, linking phrases, and the right vocabulary. As I said, these are the building blocks for a coherent, more being able to contrast, to sum up and master linking phrases and integrate them seamlessly into your writing and your speaking. When we're talking about the writing, you want to aim for at least 152 words. So again, it's crucial to get some feedback. So this is the time where you're going to have to swap work with a partner, or use some online tools like Grammarly, or get a private teacher or tutor, somebody that you can bounce your ideas off with. Make sure that you are clear and natural, and you strive for effortless communication, trying to imitate native speakers. So the more you try to copy native speakers that you have, taken for example or as inspiration from the BBC 6-Minute English, or from the BBC documentaries that you've been watching, or from any TED Talk that you particularly liked, try to copy as much of the intonation and of the flow they provide in their delivery. This will become part of your person and part of your speech, and when the time comes, you will sound natural, which is the whole idea of this preparation. Do not trick yourself with fooling and saying, I am awesome. You all have weaknesses. I do too. So make sure that you are honest with yourself. The more honest you are, the better the results you will get. The honesty will help you sharpen your skills for the final week of your ability checkup, and we'll almost be ready for the real test. Keep pushing forward this last week. Focus on consolidation, confidence. Take a couple of tests, mock tests. Use a time clock. Use a stopwatch. Meet the required times. And complete all the sections in one go. Try to be as realistic as possible. Do not try to learn anything new this final week or these final days. Reduce the study intensity. Resting is crucial for the exam. Take it lightly. review your notes, enjoy podcasts, keep it fresh, and, well, with all that said, you should be ready for the exam day. Get a good night's sleep right before it, walk in with a ton of confidence, and maybe you did follow a solid plan, and I do wish you the best of luck. Ciao, ciao! And as always, remember to have a happy life, share with your friends, hit a like, and I could probably keep this going for all of you. If you do have any questions or comments, please do so below. And as I said before, good luck for it, and ciao ciao, have a happy life.